Have you ever wondered which Premier League clubs could be in serious danger before the season has even started? Every single year, there's always one or two teams that shocked us. Last season, Nottingham Forest proved everyone wrong. Leicester once won the Premier League before getting relegated years later. Nothing is guaranteed in England's top flight. Today, we're looking at the 6 clubs I believe are most likely to be involved in the relegation battle this season. Hull City, Ipswich, Coventry City, Leeds United, Sunderland, and Crystal Palace. 3 of them are my favorite to go down. The other 3 are clubs that I believe have a 50-50 chance of surviving. We'll be looking at their squad, their depth, their manager, their tactics, and why I think they could be playing championship football next season. Let's get into it. Starting with Hull City. Hull City are my strongest relegation candidate this season, with an 85% chance of getting relegated. If there's one word to describe Hull City right now, it's overachievers. If you've been following their journey, you'll know this wasn't a club that was expected to be playing in the Premier League football anytime soon. Just a few seasons ago, they were fighting to avoid relegation from the championship itself. Fast forward today, and somehow they've managed to make it all the way to the Premier League. It's an incredible story, but football isn't a fairy tale for very long. The biggest problem for Hull isn't their manager or even their tactics, it's their squad. Compared to the other 19 Premier League teams, Hull City's squad depth is arguably one of the weakest in the division. The Premier League isn't just about having a good starting 11. It's about surviving 38 matches. Injuries happen, suspensions happen, fixtures congestion happens. If your best player gets injured for 2 months, do you have someone equally as good sitting on the bench? For Hull City, the answer is usually no. They're going to be facing clubs worth hundreds of millions of pounds almost every single week. The jump from the championship to the Premier League is massive, and I simply don't think Hull City have the strength enough to bridge that gap. So my prediction, 20th place and relegation. Next up, we have Ipswich Town. I have Ipswich Town at an 80% chance of getting relegated. Ipswich are a club that deserves massive respect for what they've accomplished over the past few years. However, surviving in the Premier League requires much more than good coaching and hard work. Their biggest weakness is squad quality and squad depth. Look at the teams around them. Arsenal have 2 world-class players competing for almost every position. Chelsea can rotate their entire attack without significantly dropping in quality. Manchester City have enough talent to field 2 starting 11s. Ipswich don't have that luxury. If they suffer just 3 or 4 injuries in important positions, they could immediately find themselves in serious trouble. They're also going to struggle against teams that press aggressively and dominate possession. The difference between playing championship football and Premier League football is enormous. You aren't playing a Blackburn or Middlesbrough anymore. You're playing Bukayo Saka one week and Cole Palmer the next. Can Ipswich survive? Of course they can. Football is unpredictable, but based purely on squad quality, they're one of my favorites to go down. I predicted Ipswich Town to finish 19th. Moving on to Coventry City though. So, Coventry City at a 75% chance of relegation. Out of the three promoted sides, Coventry are probably the most tactically organized. They're disciplined defensively and difficult to break down when they're playing well. However, they have one major problem. Where are the goals coming from? When you're losing 1-0 in the 85th minute against Aston Villa or Newcastle United, who is going to produce that moment of magic? That's what separates relegation candidates from mid-table clubs. Sometimes surviving isn't about winning 15 games, it's about turning 10 losses into 10 draws. Those extra 10 points could be the difference between finishing 17th and 20th. Coventry don't necessarily lack effort or organization. What they lack is elite Premier League quality throughout their squad. They're also going to struggle with consistency throughout the season. Smaller squads tend to suffer significantly once injuries begin piling up during the winter period. I can see Coventry fighting until the very end, but unfortunately, I don't think they'll have enough quality to survive. I predicted Coventry City to finish 18th. Now let's talk about the three clubs I believe have a 50-50 chance of surviving. Starting with Sunderland. I currently give Sunderland a 45% chance of relegation. Sunderland probably have the highest ceiling among the clubs we've discussed today. On their day, they can genuinely cause problems for established Premier League sides. They've got exciting young talent, players, and an incredible fan base that makes the Stadium of Light one of the toughest away grounds in England. However, their biggest problem is squad depth. Their starting 11 isn't necessarily the problem. It's what happens when injuries begin affecting the squad. Can they rotate effectively over an entire season? That's where my concern begins. Young squads are usually inconsistent. One week they'll beat a good side, and the next week they'll lose comfortably against a relegation rival. I actually believe Sunderland will spend most of the season sitting somewhere between 15th and 18th place. They're going to have good moments and terrible moments. If they strengthen their squad before the transfer window closes, I could easily change my prediction. For now though, Sunderland remains one of my relegation candidates. Next up is Leeds United. Leeds are by far the hardest club to predict on this list. I currently give them a 50% chance of relegation. Leeds could genuinely finish 13th or they could finish 18th. That's how difficult they are to predict. What makes Leeds so dangerous is their playing style. They're intense, aggressive, and their supporters can completely change the atmosphere of a match. Elland Road isn't an easy place to visit. However, intensity only takes you so far in the Premier League. Leeds have improved defensively, but they still need consistency throughout the season. Newly prompt clubs often start strongly before struggling once the other teams begin figuring out their tactics. The biggest question surrounding Leeds isn't talent. It's whether they can maintain their performances over 38 matches. If they can remain healthy and avoid lengthy losing streaks, I believe they'll survive. But if they struggle early on, confidence could quickly become a major issue. So let's move on right to the last club. Finally, we have Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are my surprise relegation candidate. this season with a 55% chance of going down. Many people won't agree with this prediction, and that's perfectly fine. The reason I've concluded Crystal Palace isn't because they're a bad team, it's because established Premier League clubs get relegated all the time. Leicester City won the league before being relegated years later. Newcastle have been relegated before. Leeds have been relegated before. No club is too big to go down. Crystal Palace have lost important players over recent years, and if injury begins piling up or they fail to replace key departures effectively, things could become very difficult very quickly. Another concern is fixture congestion if they're competing in multiple competitions. Smaller squads suffer much more bigger than bigger clubs when matches begin piling up. If Palace starts the season poorly, confidence could become a serious problem. They're still favorites to survive in my opinion, but I won't be surprised at all if they found themselves involved in a relegation battle. So here are my final predictions. 20th place, we have Hull City. 90th place, we have Ipswich Town. 18th place, we have Coventry City. 17th place, we have Leeds United. 16th place, we have Sunderland. And finally, 15th place, Crystal Palace. Of course, football is unpredictable. There will always be one club that surprises us. Maybe Hull City somehow survives. Maybe Crystal Palace finish comfortably in mid-table. That's what makes the Premier League so exciting. But if I had to make my prediction today, Hull City, Ipswich Town, and Coventry City are my 3 strongest candidates to go down. The question is, which club do you think I've gotten completely wrong? Let me know your predictions down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more Premier League content. See you guys in the next video.